While we are highly trained professionals dealing in complex mathematical procedure, we do encourage you to try this at home as it will hopefully enhance your mathematical understanding. So welcome back to 1 Lesson 3 Math. The learning objective of this video is to be able to generate sequences and find the nth term. So we've got 3 questions here. I was going to say 4 questions, but we've got 3 questions only. But question 3 has quite a lot of different parts. So if you'd like to have a go at these questions, please pause the video now before I proceed with the solutions. So question 1 was to generate the first 4 terms of the sequences 1 and 2. So the first sequence, part 1, is 4n minus 1. So I've written the numbers of the terms n, 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's term 1, 2, 3 and 4. And basically what I need to do with those terms is I need to substitute them into 4n minus 1. So the 4n sequence is basically the 4 times table. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, and so on. So 4n is 4, 8, 12, and 16, the multiples of 4. So then to work out 4n minus 1, I'm just subtracting 1 from each of those terms. 4 take away 1 is 3, 8 take away 1 is 7, 12 take away 1 is 11, and 16 take away 1 is 15. So that's my sequence. And that would be the first 4 terms of that sequence. The next term would be 19, and then 23, and so on. Part 2 is 3n squared. So again, we're going to have our first 4 terms, term 1, term 2, term 3, and term 4. Following BIDMAS, we need to do the n squared part first. So we're going to work out n squared. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. So then we're going to do 3n squared. So we're going to multiply each of those numbers by 3. So we get 3, 12, 27, and 48. Finally, we need to add 2. So 3n squared, add 2 is going to be 3 add 2 is 5, 12 add 2 is 14, 27 add 2 is 29, and 48 add 2 is 50. So that would be our sequence for 3n squared plus 2. Question 2 is to find the nth term of the sequence 8, 12, 16, and 20. When we are finding the nth term, we're looking at the difference. Now this sequence is going up in 4, so it's going to be 4n. Because we've got 4n as part of the sequence, we're going to write down the multiples of 4 below each term. 4, 8, 12, 16, and we're going to subtract that to see what's left. So we subtract 4 from 8, 8 from 12, and so on. It leaves 4 every time, so therefore our nth term is 4n plus 4. Because that was a positive 4, it's plus 4. Question 3 says find the nth term of the sequence 8, 17, 26, and 35. So using that same skill, we're looking at the difference between terms, and it's 9. So we write down 9n, and because we're writing down 9n, we're going to write down the first 4 multiples of 9 below each term of the sequence. So we've got 9, 18, 27, 36. And we're going to subtract that just as we did on the previous question, only this time it's going to give us minus 1 every time. 8 take away 9 is minus 1, 17 take away 18 is minus 1, and so on. So our nth term here is 9n minus 1. Now we can use that to find the 100th term. So what we can do is we can substitute 100 into 9n minus 1. 9 times 100, take away 1, is going to be 900 take away 1, which is 899. So that would be the 100th term. It would mean that you don't need to list 100 terms to get there. So part C, Blobotron says 631 is part of the sequence. Is he correct? So what we need to do here is we need to set up an equation and say 9n minus 1 equals 631. Now if this gives a whole number answer, then we have established what n equals. It's a whole number, so that would mean that Blobotron is correct. If it's not a whole number answer, then it means that he is incorrect, because we can't have an n in this case where it's not a whole number, because it's the number of the term. You can have a first term, you can have a second term, you can have a third term, but you can't have a 4.4th term. So we'll solve this equation. Add 1 to both sides. we've now got 9n equals 632. I'm going to divide that by 9. I'm going to use a quick bus stop division to do it, so there's some quick working out. I get 70 and 2/9. So 9 goes into 63 7 times. 9 doesn't go into 2, so we put 0 and we have a remainder of 2, so we write that as 2 over 9 because that's what we're dividing by. So our answer is going to be 70 and 2/9, and therefore Blobotron is incorrect. He is not correct. So part D, Blobotron comes back and says 458 is part of the sequence. Is he correct this time? So again, we're going to set up an equation. 9n minus 1 is 458, so we add 1 to both sides. So we have 9n equals 459. Again, we're going to divide by 9 to find n. Quick bus stop division. 9 into 45 goes 5 times, and 9 into 9 goes once. So therefore, this time we've got n equals 51. Now, because that's a whole number, it means that this number is part of the sequence, and therefore Blobotron is correct. So the answer is yes. So I hope this tutorial has been helpful. Hasta la pizza, arrivederci, so long, goodbye, au revoir, ciao for now. We'll see you next time.